Dun, 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 dun. All right. We're live. We're on. Soon my phone will go, hey, listen. There we go. It went, hey, listen. There we have a guest, Mr. Firestarter, over here. Over, let's see if the no. There. Hey, Aski, how's it going? So, Spiridon, Mr. Firestarter.
Mr. Firestarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I see my face now.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. Let me actually, I'll crop you a little bit so we don't have that weird.
Yeah, my weird room.
Yeah. So now we are aesthetically on the same level.
Maybe you can broaden yours because your face is pretty much cut in half.
No, I'm special that way.
Okay.
It's my show. I can choose to be out of frame if I want to. How dare you? How dare you? Eller ribba med concepts. I am. Alright, so today I'm gonna be talking with Mr. Spiridon here.
Hi everybody. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and just there's not gonna be like any special thing about being interviewed or anything. Just gonna be a chat, and Spiridon is free to leave at any point if he has to go do something else.
Yeah, I took half an hour a day off from work, so
Oh, cool.
let me just tell people that we are doing something here.
Tormod, what do you mean I lose? Oh, in beard. Okay.
Oh, that discussion again. Okay.
But you see, it's not all about the size of the beard. It's how you use it.
Yeah.
Well,
It is.
yeah, that's what I've heard at least.
Oh, it's also like for me it's 90% lazy and 10% fashion, and I think it's different for you.
No, it's the same. I just go to a guy who cuts it. That's it.
Yeah.
Like
See?
I
I
just
don't
go
need that.
there, put my hands up, and like, you're the professional here, man. I'm here for the ride. You do what you gotta do, and he just decides, all right, we're cutting this, we're doing that, and
Yeah.
that's it. I have no idea.
So you basically never grew up, right? So you always have someone to take care of you and how you look and all that stuff.
Dude, I'm rolling in money. Do you think I'm gonna cut my own hair? It's like golden scissors, golden trimmers, and he's like face masks of gold and diamonds and
That's like Eddie Murphy in Going to America, right? You know,
yeah, exactly.
with the hair dryer and everything.
Yeah, and then I wake up and go, oh shit.
That's my life now. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's start a timer, and I'll start painting, and we can start talking. Yeah, I'm smog. So I was thinking I'll put you on here and talk a little bit about Firestarter to start with,
Yeah, I'd love to.
and
I saw
explain.
yesterday, but there were some people who had some questions, and you were like, no, tomorrow these questions and blah blah. So
Yeah, exactly. So I thought better to have you on, and you can explain a little bit more about what your like ideas about Firestarter is, and like what's the plans are. Because I was kind of paraphrasing what we've talked about before, and
Yeah.
I thought it would be better that they hear it from you.
Yeah, sure. Whatever questions they are, I would gladly answer them. Otherwise, we will just have fun, just the two of us.
Yeah,
Just the two of us.
but it's gonna be questions, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. What are you drawing today? That's a gorilla.
At the moment, it's leaning towards a gorilla monster, but it's not gonna be a gorilla. It's just gonna be some sort of alien. I'm
Nice.
practicing. I'm going to industry workshops and doing a demo.
Yeah.
So I'm going over techniques I want to use.
You're going to industry workshops this year and THU, is that right?
That's correct.
So is this all concerning events? Is this all the stuff that you will do this year? Or is there any event?
No one else have approached me or given me free tickets and free airplane rides. So for the time being, that's it.
Okay.
What are you gonna go? I mean, you get this is a good segue to the Firestarter, because you get sponsored to get free tickets to stuff, right?
Yeah, in some cases I will be speaking and I'm invited, but in most cases the tickets are what is covered and the travel expenses are still on me. But it makes sense to go there anyway, because since Firestarter is about since Firestarter is about all this event madness, I got to be there. And besides that, we also decided that for the next edition we will start making our own reviews. So I will have to start to write, and people will have to read what I think about events. But I'm not really like rating everything or like I'm not really about the opinion about things. But it's more about giving people an insight about what makes the certain event what it is, and in which way it is special for them, and why they should go there, and not why they should go there, why they should maybe pick this over another one. It's up to them. So I'm just giving the information, and they make the decision.
Well, so one of the things with Firestarter, right? Like I kind of talked about. You have some questions, by the way, that you can ruminate while I.
Oh, you mean in the chat? I'm just looking. Yeah. Should I take care of these first, or do you want to?
No, you can think about them while I'm talking, and then switch to.
Yeah. Okay. Just go on. Okay.
So, like, one of the ideas about Firestarter is that it's a community thing, right? And you have people doing interviews with artists, and I assume reviews of products.
For the website, there are a few art book reviews and some of there's a tablet, I think, that was reviewed. So we're going for this. We're going for information from the community, for the community.
So that gets me to the point of you now traveling to workshops to do reviews. Ideally, would you want someone else to be in charge of the review, like he's the review guy or woman?
Yeah. This is. I mean, the least thing that is coming from these events is, of course, a ticket. So if anybody would be perhaps like, I'm going there anyway. I would give them my ticket, so maybe they just have to take care of the flights and the hotel.
Yeah.
They would be in charge of writing up something, getting some photo material together. So I can't be everywhere, even though that I'm doing 6. Even though I'm doing like 6 events, I think this year. I just made a little list on Instagram where I will be. This is something that I tend to forget, like how much traveling there will be this year. So next year, I'm sure I can't be at all these events. It's just a matter of time. This is the one time where I'm trying to do this. But
what's your Instagram, by the way?
Spiridon.
Spiridon.
That's my personal Instagram, and there's also the Firestarter Instagram where we.
Which is just Firestarter.
Let me look. Wait a second. Firestarter Mag. Firestarter Mag. So the good part about the Firestarter Mag Instagram is we are doing something that I've learned from Pauline Voss, which is the Instagram takeover. So there will be people who take over the account when they are at a certain event and send images and stories and all that, so people can experience the events over the Instagram account.
Yeah, that was a really cool thing. Like you did that on IFCC, right?
Yeah, we did this in IFCC. There were people who took care of this. There was the same thing at Nordic Game in Malmö, and there will be more of these. Of course, this time I will be taking care of the account with the 60 events upcoming where I will be. But for example, there's the D2 thing in Vienna, and there's also off Vienna events that are at the same time. So there might be like cross posts, you know. So there will be multiple events that will be covered with the Instagram. The only thing that I'm not realizing how to figure it, because that is still a tough one, is with the new algorithm to gain a certain amount of people to follow it, because obviously the only way to do this is with sharing of other people, you know, like look, check this out, and then people will come. But it's like really slow, because the content on the Instagram account should be something that people are really, really, really interested in.
Yeah.
But for some reason, you know.
Well, the thing is like it might be interesting, but for me, in my experiences, is getting eyes on it and getting a correct amount of like snowball momentum, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, those there were some questions at the beginning of the chat.
Did I answer yours?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So no, just in short. Yeah, other people can take care of this because I can't be everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And one small thing about that was you can apply for it, or how do you like go about choosing, for example, the takeover or the review person? Obviously, you gotta have some sort of knowledge.
I'm just active on social media and look who is going where, and I'm thinking which person would be a good match to take care of that. Do they want this? Do they get something from it because they want to have some exposure from themselves too? Yeah. You know, we've been talking about this. I always try to give with any project people as much recognition as possible, and even maybe multiple, many people, not just one person. Yeah. So I'm just looking into it myself. There's no way to apply for it. I mean, people can approach me, of course. That's always possible. But then don't kill me if I say no for some reason, you know. Like. Yeah,
but yeah, of course. So you gotta let me read a question. You had a question up top, which was for you. Are there sketchbook section on Firestarter?
So since Bjorn with the Warmup is coming towards this, we basically kicked the sketchbook thing off with this one, but. There is a feature coming, and this is why there is no sketchbook section so far. There is a feature coming that is, how can I call it? We're basically building a front page on which you will be able to post your daily images. Everything that goes to that front page is gathered in a folder in your profile, automatically named with the name of the month that you created this. So you will have the option to fill this folder with a daily sketch, and it is actually kind of a challenge to just fill the thing with every day of sketches.
Will there be achievements?
We were actually really working on that, yeah.
Awesome. Like, congratulations, you had 30 days continuous uploads. Stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. Maybe even a badge or something.
Yeah.
So this is still in the making, and it will be there, but there will be definitely a sketchbook thing because the Firestarter platform itself, like Bjorn mentioned yesterday, it's not about challenging or competing with any platform that is there before. They're doing a great job. There's no need for that. So we're basically looking at what is missing in general, and what is missing is something. When I've talked to most of the people, is motivation.
Yeah.
So everybody wants to pull through, and everybody wants to be that person who did it. For example, like Evan, like a whole year, every day, just working. Maybe not a sketch a day, but at least working a day on something personal. And I've seen in person how this can transform an artist, how this transforms their skill and especially their self-esteem. So I think if some person gets the rush of a full month of work, and then maybe take a break or whatever, that's fine in my opinion.
Yeah.
But if they have something like a team or a community that pulls them with them, so they can like enjoy this together. I think there is more to it than just doing it by yourself. I mean, you do this here right now, with everybody. That's the whole idea of it. This is why I love what you do.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's one of the coolest things with conceptart.org was the like sketchbook section. Not only that you could share stuff, but the fact that when you cared, you could have the journey together with other artists and like almost challenging them or copying them in the sense of, oh, look, you sketched that one yesterday. I was inspired by it, so I sketched this. And what do you think? That's kind of the thing that I absolutely loved about it. That you were sitting shoulder to shoulder in a cafe over internet and drawing together, and like, oh, what are you drawing? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
and, then,
and not being butthurt about progress of the other one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously, you gotta be competitive. You gotta, have the hunger. You gotta want to have the edge over someone else. That's a part of being in an industry and wanting to be hired.
But with a smile on your face.
Yeah, absolutely, and you shouldn't forget that you can gain knowledge by helping or sharing and
just grow together, like parallelly, not aligning or whatever, or just getting together at some point, but just together,
Yeah. So the other question that was directed towards you in the beginning was goal of Firestarter. What's the goal?
Oh, that's a big one. How can I possibly answer that? I don't know. Like, it's just
Before you answer that, sorry.
Yeah.
There was a follow-up up the chat, which was, will everyone see what you post on this front page?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good answer. Clean, precise, no frills, just yes.
Yeah, that's the point of it. There is no use in hiding what you can do or how bad you are.
Mm-hmm.
So why should it be private? It doesn't make sense. If you don't want to grow on the platform, then just don't do it.
Yeah. Don't use that function.
Yeah. There's still enough stuff you can do. There's still your personal sketchbook that you don't have to take a photo of and upload. It's the same thing with every social media.
Mm-hmm.
So don't.
But what I think was cool, like I dove into the forum aspect of it and like your account aspect of it.
It's fixed, by the way.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. But what I liked about it is that it's like a little bit like Steam of sorts.
Huh? Yeah.
Steam platform in the sense that you have your profile, you have like your stats, you have a little bit of information. You can, I like the idea. Facebook is a little bit more less of that. It's just this avalanche of everything at once.
Oh, okay, yeah. We don't have likes and all that sort, of course. Why should we? Because if you can give a like, you don't give a comment.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not about achieving anything on this page besides getting better and building your network.
Yeah. Captain Jetlag, this is Mr. Firestarter Magazine guy.
Handsome fella.
Very, very striking gentleman.
Yeah, totally sweaty and oily with the fucked up weather.
Yeah, I think we're all in that boat. I don't think you're unique in any way.
No, that's global warming for all of us.
Yeah, or brilliant summer. So another question then, it would be that it's mixed between ArtStation and Polycount with a more community feel.
So that's the problem. I've heard of Polycount. I don't know every platform that is out there. I've talked with Kenny, for example, about Polycount. I plainly don't know. Yeah. We are definitely not ArtStation. They do a good job. If you compare, for example, Firestarter forum with any other forum, then of course, yes, the word is the same. It is a forum. But I think what makes the difference, and what is, for example, how you were talking about CG back then, is that the way people use the platform and who are the people who use the platform makes the platform a different thing. So maybe Firestarter will be more something that will have like 90% of students,
Mm.
and not pros, like posting their work because maybe they don't need to because they already have their jobs.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to answer that. Time will tell what Firestarter will become because it's about the community. It's not about what we offer, and also the offer will change with time because the reason why we suddenly have a forum and why we were working with why we put our heads together and why Christian is doing the podcast and everything is because what is mainly been done with Firestarter so far is that we listen to what you want. There are countless threads on social media where I'm asking, what do you want? Why do you want this? What do you think can be better with this one? So we are not looking on how things have been done so far. I'm just listening to you guys, and then we build it.
Yeah.
This is what forum looks so crappy, by the way, because it's built from scratch.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look crappy. It looks like it's in baby shoes.
It is. It is. It will change.
That makes me. You discussed about Firestarter, you mentioned Firestarter forum, and I think it would be a great thing to separate Firestarter Magazine or explaining Firestarter Magazine, which is the main baby of the thing, right?
Yeah, it of course started with the events and all the community and networking aspect. The forum is, I have this divided also by URL because the forum is forum.firestartermagazine.com and the other thing is just firestartermagazine.com. Yeah. But you still have the same account, for example, on both platforms. So this was a bit tricky, I think, but in the end we managed it. But you are totally right. The one thing doesn't really have to do with the other. So you can still be part of a community and not use the forum all the other way around.
Yeah, so explain Firestarter Magazine.
Firestarter Magazine is a network node for all the events out there, workshops. In regards of the platform, for example, it's about workshops, meetups, bigger events, awards. Everything is still growing. There are still more. The calendar gets more complete, and of course we want all events in there. This is why events can sign up for free there, have their account, update their stuff. You can actually subscribe to an event and get updates and news about them. You will get them by email, and the whole idea came from, and this is the only time where I will absolutely say that I was fed up with another page. It was, of course, Facebook. When I realized that the algorithm and the way people use it for their events is basically not that efficient. People were craving for something that is solely for artists and not just filled with Trump memes and all that stuff. And they started installing all these filters and all that. So when that's something that might be a little flaw of mine, but I just can't stop it. When I am fed up with something, I just start my own thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't work out every time, but I know it's a lot of work, and you guys know it's a lot of work, and you appreciate it, and I appreciate it. In the end, something good will come from it, but collecting all these events on one place was something that I thought was necessary because there were more of them every month. Like everything was just announced, like we have one, and this is not a bad thing.
No.
There is no structure about it. And there were people who are telling me, "Oh yeah, I'm going this and there," and I'm like, "Dude, this is like a few countries away from the event that is in your own country. Just drive there." And they're like, "There's an event in my country?"
Yeah, exactly.
So this happened all the time,
Yeah.
So
I think it's a really good thing. It's like it's almost the Firestarter magazine like a collation of what everyone else is trying to build. Like let's say these people are doing that workshop, these people are doing that project, and they're all fighting to get attention and progress and become better and all that. And you can so easily, I think, lose that like you say, like sometimes you have issues with Instagram takeover people of getting enough exposure and so on. It's like it's not a matter of quality; it's a matter of exposure.
Yes.
And so that's, I think, which is a cool thing, that all that hard work isn't lost in a wall of text on Facebook. That is
it is a vortex, you know.
Yeah.
I see so many people just like Darren, for example, or when Troy is writing something. So many people are writing mindful stuff. Carla Ortiz has also some moments where she's writing this very intense things about artists and mindset about it. And I'm like, in 1 week, everybody will have forgotten that this exists.
Yeah.
And this is something very frustrating, because everybody's like, yeah, totally, and sharing it and whatever, and then, but it's just gone because there comes more on top of it.
Yeah.
And it just builds up. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna fix that too. So in the future, we will be curating a page where we will collect these kinds of posts.
That's awesome.
Because obviously nobody really has a mind or time to write very long articles. So what we'll do on the platform is collecting a few posts every week, which stand out and should be something that nobody forgets.
That's awesome. That's like going to Sijun and digging out the old Craig Mullins tutorial from like '99.
Yeah, except that this is building along the way, and we'll get more and more and more. So
yeah, exactly.
When you scroll over this content, you know it is worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's no Trump memes.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just shit posts.
Exactly. Yeah.
Eric Ricky, this is Spiridon, which is the organizer of Firestarter Magazine, and my new collaboration with them, which I have my warm-up section on their forum. And you see his Instagram above him, if you want to follow him and be creepy.
I'm trying to catch up with all the text in there. So yeah, Concept Sam, I just reading that, yeah, it's not about likes. It's okay. It's really nice that you think that it's a good move, but this is something that Bjorn mentioned himself too. I think we talked about this in the podcast that will be posted today. That you don't really care about likes as much as just as a collective number where you're like, oh, this is a lot, but you don't care about who's this is coming from. You don't really know who is the fifth person that liked your post, except for the fact that you have 5 people liking your post, of course.
Yeah.
But
then who's number 3?
Yeah. It's 11. That's it.
So Concept Sam asks, where did your passion for art and this industry begin?
Oh yeah, I'm seeing this. Okay. I see another question there that maybe I can answer at the same time, which is if I have a background in publishing and writing, and what's the best way to support Firestarter if you're low on cash. So first thing, we have a Patreon account, which is pretty new, because we're doing this for 1 year right now, and it's frankly said, I don't really want to keep asking people for free stuff. So we built a Patreon account for people to show their appreciation in the work of the contributors, and just like get something more from the whole Firestarter experience, like discounts and all that. But for that, you would have to contribute on Patreon and also download the thing. Since we already print the magazine and give it away for free on the events, what we charge for will be the downloads. And if you just give a little, it makes a big difference in the end. We had 4,000 downloads with the last edition, and not much came from it. But if you think about, like, what if everybody that read it would give $1, then what I'm saying is, I'm thinking about all the amazing things we could have pulled off with that.
Yeah.
So it's just like that. You like something? Yeah, we had the same topic also on the podcast. If you like something, pay for it, because there, of course, is someone that has worked on it.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Put much time in it.
But also, well, like, one thing that is the like this power of organic growth as well. Is that when people like now that I'm a part of Firestarter and will help people gonna do it more publicly instead of within our Discord. When they grow together and understand the value of it and appreciation of it, you know, that it's like we talked about piracy, right? On the podcast, and that I see it as renting. And when you rent a high quality product, I will go out of my way to find it and buy it if it's of quality and worth.
Yeah.
So I see it as the same thing as, like, let's say this channel where you all fantastic people are supporting me with subscriptions and helping you with all, you know, donations go to like a web servers and whatever, and that's like organically convincing us together that it's a value to build on, which is, you know, it's like it's an interesting difference because it's, for me, like a subscription to this channel, for example, is not like you're buying product A and that's it. Like you get this thing on your desk that you have bought. You don't get it. You get this journey together and this growth together and molding whatever we're doing together as you know, day by day, which is, I think, is like a fantastic thing, and seeing the people on the server grow and learn together and share and comment, and it's really, really cool. It's really positive, I think. Oh, fucking hot.
So yeah, I have a background in publishing. Just to answer the question, I think there was a second question where I was so clever and wanted to answer it together. Why I'm doing this. So how can I let me just summarize it in the way that I mostly say it, because the question, of course, comes more than once, because I'm not an illustrator. I wanted to be an illustrator at some point. I did graphic design because my father wasn't really fond of the idea of me doing art and starving, the classic.
The classic.
So I went into graphic design, office job, and from there I always was still illustrating, of course, doing my thing like all of you do. And the only thing was that at some point, after many years, I realized that I'm not getting any better because I'm working all the time. So when I decided 4 or 5 years ago to go freelance, after 8 years working at a publisher, I offered doing illustration, but at some point, like I said, after a few years, I just took it out of my business card, of my offers, because I thought that it might be possible to do what I can do really, what I'm sure that I can do it really good. I can do it for something that I really love. So I started doing graphic design for art, and I started with a few portfolios and maybe a logo here and there for an artist, and I did some art book-wise stuff, and then, of course, the Book of Evan came up, which we were discussing for a long time. And this was basically the confirmation for myself to keep pursuing this.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, that's basically it. From
like
there, I
went
working with artists.
That's awesome, man. So the warm-up is over.
True. Wow, that felt really short.
Yeah. Fantastic, enjoyable half an hour of discussion and art.
Yes.
Can't be.
If you have any questions, just reach out. I will answer them anyway.
Yeah.
No problem.
His Instagram is above. It's Spiridon or Firestarter Mag. The link to Firestarter is a button underneath. Let's see if we can raid someone.
How about the Beard Bros?
They're online. All right.
Yeah.
Let's raid Beard Bros.
Okay.
Let's go and look at more beards.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
For all the nice comments.
Yeah, it was great questions as well.
Yeah, there's both of it. That's a YouTube channel for Firestarter Magazine. Just go look for Firestarter Mag. There's not much up there, but we're working on it.
And I mean, the first episode of the podcast is going to go live today. So if you go to the website, you're going to find it, obviously.
Yeah.
And I will talk about it tomorrow and make sure that you guys find it as well. So no worries. So let's raid Beard Bros. Oh, Lil Rib. Another sub. Fantastic, man. Oh, yeah. Okay. Have a great day, everyone. Or good night. And Mr. Spiridon.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Right back at you.
Yeah, I think we're onto something interesting here and that we can all move forward with. Bye.
Bye.
All right, 1 second. I'm gonna kill the program.